Hello, everyone. So we are back, and why we are back today is because we wanted to help you to find new job. There are so many layoff happening nowadays, and everyone asking कि SaaS sales में कैसे आए. So today we decided that we are going to give you the step-by-step process that how you can apply somewhere, what are the things you have to focus, and how anyone can reach out to you for selecting you for a job. So
Right,
they will give you the step-by-step process. I'll also give my insight that मैंने क्या किया था कैसे किया था and if someone apply for my company what kind of skill I look for selecting that candidate.
right.
So Dave, how we are going to start it?
Yeah, awesome, Pratik. So I feel this is the very important topic right now, looking at the job market and the situation and the economic situation right now, and seeing the layoff right now. I feel the competition is very tough right now for
Yeah.
anyone right now. Mostly for people who don't have a SaaS background and trying to get into SaaS, it's pretty tough. Like gone are those days where you can submit your resume and expect a call from HR. I feel it's
Correct.
it's not relevant right now. And the most important thing which I feel is right now the how the mindset will work. I'll
Yeah.
tell you.
Yeah.
I'll start this thing with my experience how I got into Six Sense and Splinter. I had a experience, some sort of experience in
Mm.
SaaS, but still I thought I need to stand out from the crowd to gain the attention of my right now my manager, who is my manager. So what I
Yeah.
did was, it's a very simple step. I went to their website, understood what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Now it can be like going through their resources which is there on the website, going through the customer stories, understanding the product. And you don't have to be a expert. Like it's not like they don't expect you to be an expert. It's just that you have to understand that whom do they sell, what is
Right.
their target personas, and what is their value prop. These things are all
Right.
there on the website. You have to study
Right.
that website. You have to
Mm-hmm.
make them feel that you know them, and
Right.
that's how you
Right.
stand out, right? So, and that is the process that I will take you through in this episode. So I'll start by sharing my screen, right?
Yeah, while you're sharing, I'll also like to add a few things. So when Devdutt is mentioning about, knowing your company where you are going to apply, this is what happening right now. Lots of people applying randomly. They
Mm,
don't know what company are doing. They don't know, why they are applying. They're just applying for the sake of applying. And this is the most negative thing which will, impact your application. Because when you're applying, when you receive your call, that hey, this is HR from this company, you cannot recall because you have applied so many companies, right? And then you say ki, can you call me after some time, or can we have a call after some time, right? And then वो जो पहला कॉल ड्रॉप होगा वो फिर वापस रिकवर नहीं होने वाला. इट वेरी हार्ड टू रिकवर दैट टाइम, राइट? So apply in
exactly.
limited companies, understand that what they are selling, and then you know your application will be very strong. So it's just like if you see a nail, right? The sharpened nail is it will touch very small surface, but it will go deep. So this is what
That's a
you have to do.
that's a good point actually. Awesome.
Yeah,
So here is my screen. Let's take a situation that right now I don't have SaaS experience, or I am not from the SaaS background, and I'm trying to
right.
apply for a job. So let's take
Correct.
this perspective right now and start. So first of all, what I will do is LinkedIn is my go-to platform.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I don't use any other job posting websites. It's LinkedIn for me. So if I right now want a job as an SDR or BDR, how will I do
Mm-hmm.
it? So first, I'll just type sales development rep on LinkedIn,
Right. Mm-hmm.
go to jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have 207 results in India.
Right. Right.
Now, for me, it can be I'm open to relocate. So on-site, hybrid, remote doesn't matter for anyone. If it matters, so you can choose from this like boxes. That's it.
Right.
Now I see there are so many companies right now hiring.
Mm.
Let's take an
Right.
example of which one? Culture Monkey. Let's take an example of Culture
Right.
Monkey. So one good thing I can already see the like they mentioned the meet the hiring team. So I see these are the two people who are will be included in the hiring process. So before
Right.
going that, I'll just see what they want. This is very important part for me. Responsibilities and qualification. I feel that it is again a personal take. I feel it's okay if you don't meet all the qualification
Right.
because
Right.
you can be less than 1 year but you can be good at something in outbound maybe. So it's
Right.
not you should not be demotivated looking at all the qualification. Yes, you have to at least meet 70 to 80%, but understand
Right.
what are the requirements or the responsibilities that they need. So I'll just scan through.
Right.
I understand this. I go through the now I'll go through the company basically. So I'll just go through
Mm-hmm.
Culture Monkey, go to their website from here. And this portion right now is very important because here I am trying to understand the company. So what are the things I
Mm.
should do here so that I understand the company? First thing first, features. What is their
Right.
features? From just a glance of the website, I can see that their target persona will be HRs because employee
Right.
engagement, employee feedback, employee engagement surveys, which are mostly related to HRs, right? So I can, even if I am not from SaaS background, I can understand they sell to HRs, HR leaders.
Right. Right.
That's it. That okay. Now I'll try to find some customer stories that will be more important to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll go to the footer of this. Here I find customer stories. Like
Right.
now, another important thing, see which are the designation that are mentioned here. Head of engagement. Very good.
True. True.
Lead
Lead
HR.
HR operation.
Okay.
Correct.
HR
HR
manager.
manager.
HR department. Got it. Now I have a sense like these are the target personas, as I said, HRs. Now rent mojo. So I'll try to read what Culture Monkey has done for rent mojo and how they have helped. So here I can see some they have written the UI UX of Culture Monkey's employee engagement platform is top notch, easy to use, dashboard is very insightful. So these are
Right.
actually value props of Culture Monkey,
Correct.
right? This
And
is
there's a one, yeah, there's
yeah,
a one more thing. If you see all these, companies which are mentioned here are tech companies. These all
tech
are
company.
tech.
Exactly. So I'll read few of these, customer stories, and whatever they are saying are actually the value props of that particular company here, Cultural Monkey.
Correct.
So I understood, okay, these are the value props of this company. I'll just go through the like features to understand like what are they exactly helping in to understand like okay, I'll see this video so that I get more in-depth knowledge. And when I present my outbound campaign or write an email so that I understand what to write exactly. So
Right.
this is how you have to scan through the website and understand more or less what they're doing. Yeah, Pratik, over to you.
Yeah, and this is all happening before applying to this company.
Before applying,
Make sure,
yes.
yeah, you are not applying and then searching out at what these companies are doing. You have to do it before applying in any company, and you have to also make a list, right? So if you can make Excel or maybe any G sheet, right, any Google sheet, that these are the company where you are applying, these are the feature, these are the people whom these companies are targeting, and these are the company segment. So if you see, this culture monkey is basically targeting to the all tech companies, Razorpay, Rentmozo, these all are the tech companies. So you can also write it down. And when you're applying in this LinkedIn job section, after that you have to take one more step where you have to send mails to these people, this
Exactly,
company ke
exactly.
HR or CEOs and any CXOs whom you feel like they can hire you.
Exactly. So this is like the second part. So the first part
Yeah.
is understanding the website and the company, what they do, their features, and
Mhm.
through their customer stories. That's it.
Right.
Now I'll stop
Right.
sharing my screen. Now we move to the next part, and here is the main part. What is that? That is showing your skills. That as a what will be your responsibility. You've already read those responsibilities. Now you just have to showcase them. Like
Right.
I feel better than saying that you can do cold calls or you can write emails. Why don't you right now make a cold call and a cold email script for Cultural Monkey and send it to the SDR manager or BDR manager who
Correct.
will be your manager if you get hired.
Correct.
This is the process how I did, and this is will make you stand out, right?
Right.
So how to write a good cold email? Pratik, what's your take on that?
Okay, perfect. So I did the same thing, right? So what I did, there were phase in lockdown where I was about to lose my job, right? There was
Hmm.
a kind of salary cut and everything. So I prepared a mail, though I had an experience of maybe at that time I was 5 years or 6 years, 3 years of 4 or 5 years experience I had, right? So I prepared a mail. In that mail, the subject line was very crucial, right? So in that mail I literally written that I have experience, I know how to increase your sales revenue, and
Hmm.
I know how to solve the problem for your sales problem, right? To solve the sales problem in your organization. And before sending mails, I have also noted down that these are the company who are hiring. And the
Hmm.
first line was, "Hey, I know that you are hiring and looking forward to expand your entire sales part. I have a good experience to bring on table, and these are the companies whom I have onboarded earlier, and these are the revenue which I have already done. If I join your company, I will make sure that these are the average revenue which I'll take you through, like which I'll bring in on table. If you're looking forward to hire me, please feel free to connect me, or else I'll send you a follow-up mail on this date." Right.
Awesome.
So this is what happened. Now why I written this mail, right? So I can easily simply, like send my CV ki, "Hey, this is Pratik, this is my CV and all,"
Hmm.
right? But I made sure that एक तो जो subject line है उससे मैं क्लियर कर दूं कि मैं किस लिए मेल कर रहा हूँ, राइट? सेकंड, आई ऑल्सो मेंशन दैट व्हाट आई हैव अचीव्ड, किस टाइप की कंपनीज को मैंने अचीव किया है, क्या मैंने रेवेन्यू इंक्रीज किया है, एंड मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ. दिस थ्री थिंग्स आर क्लियर, राइट? हाउ, व्हाई एंड लाइक व्हेन आई कैन डू इट. सो ये सारी चीजें क्लियर हो गई. नाउ द लास्ट लाइन दैट आई विल फॉलो अप ऑन दिस डेट is basically making sure that if person is reading my mail, he cannot ignore. Either he have to say no or he have to say yes, right? Or else I'll keep following. वो मैं करता रहूंगा. And
Unless
here,
I get a reply.
yeah, unless I get your reply, right? And there are companies जहाँ पे मैंने लास्ट में एक मेल लिखा था, at
Hmm.
least say no to my application. Yeah, and that was the subject line. At least say no to my application. And the best part, no one can say no to you upfront. ठीक
Yeah.
है? They either again ignore or they will schedule a call, right?
Hmm.
And that happened, and this is how I get hired. So if you are writing a cold mail, right, as there's a two-way. The first, if you have achieved something, you can easily mention that what you can do, what you can bring. Or else the way Devdutt did it, right, he have prepared the entire sales call, sales cold call a script and cold email script, right? He had prepared as per the understanding of product, understanding the entire solution, and he sent it to that particular salesperson or particular HR that, "Hey, this is what I have done for you. If you are interested to know more, and I also interested to getting into your organization, please go through my script and my. If you feel like there's any kind of suggestion you wanted to give, please feel free to give it." So ये क्या होता है? This will make you stand out, and this is showing that what kind of effort you are taking, right?
Exactly.
And this
Exactly.
will pull off your application from all those applications which is coming day to day.
Exactly. And that is like, if I have to make a summary of what right now Pratik said, is basically what is in it for them. That's it.
Right,
What is
right,
in it for them? Like if they are opening that email, what is there for them? That what is
right,
the value that you can provide? Just like how Pratik right now said that he wrote an email where he demonstrated that what he can do for that particular organization. It's
right,
not that. I am Pratik Pandey. I have 5 years of experience. I have done that. I have done this. There are a lot of I. No one wants to know
Right.
about you. They want to know
Right.
about like what you can do for the organization or the person you're trying to reach out. That's the
Right.
base thumb
Right.
rule of an email, cold email. What's in it
Right.
for you? So
So
Pratik,
it's
right
all
now,
about,
yeah,
yeah. So it's all about them, right? Why they will hire you.
exactly.
Right. It's all about them, right? You cannot say that, hey, I'm a good hardworking or something like that. I'm very, I'm a team player or I'm this, I'm that. No one cares about those things, right? It's all about like what you can bring on table. If you are not capable enough to bringing something new on table, no one going to hire you. So this is what makes you different.
Exactly. So Pratik, now we understood like how to, research a website on when we are applying. We understood what to write when we write a cold email. So how do we make the cold call campaign now for a particular company? Should I start like by sharing my screen again?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Please go
Okay.
ahead.
Okay. So this is a example that okay. Where it is. Yeah. So this is a company, Infotelligent, where I have applied like when I was looking for a job last year. And these are the two things like Infotelligent cold call and Infotelligent cold email and cold call basically. So I'll firstly move to the cold call, which I've prepared for them.
Mhm.
Now, the first question is like if I have considered myself an SDR for Infotelligent and wrote this email, right?
Right.
So whom do I choose as a company? Who should I write? Easiest example is when you read the customer stories, you will know that which companies those like the organization have helped. For example,
Right.
Infotelligent, if have helped a company, maybe like Make My Trip, just an example for here,
Mhm.
then Infotelligent can also help the competitors of Make My Trip. Basic
Correct.
like logic this here is.
Right.
So I'll write for companies who are like competitors of Make My Trip. I'll find those companies. Why? Because Infotelligent has a case study, has a success story with Make My Trip. Basic
Right.
logic. It's just an example that I'm taking here. It's not that it's like
It's not a
something
rocket
related to
science.
this. Yeah, it's just an example, guys. So
Yeah.
here I've taken a company called Infido. Why? Because
Mhm.
Infotelligent has helped similar companies maybe in this space. That's why I've took this company. Uh, Now, how do I find the right person? So again, I'll just go to LinkedIn
Mhm.
and let's take Culture Monkey again. So they have 25 employees right now.
Right.
Considering the fact that I don't have LinkedIn Sales Navigator, I only have LinkedIn for myself, right?
Right.
Easy thing, just go to all filters, go to title and write sales and see what comes up. Nothing comes up. Great. I'll just remove
Now
this.
sales have now sales have a different kind of, name,
Yeah. Yeah.
consultant and all.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got one. So my title was SDR and I
Hmm.
got a person called Jagdish.
Right.
I'll just go through his LinkedIn profile. Awesome. He's the SDR manager. This is the person I want, right?
Right.
So I found this person. Now the next challenge is how do I find the email ID?
Right.
Now it is very easy if someone has a work email, but someone who has a Gmail, it is very difficult, right? This is where I have a good tool which name is hunter.io, which can help you to find email IDs, not like they will tell you like how the email IDs of each of the organization are done. Like it can be
Right.
first name dot last name at the rate domain or first name at the rate domain. It will tell you that. So you can so it might not be 100% accurate, but you will have a sense, okay, this can be the email, right?
Right.
So this is one tool, hunter.io. Another tool, it is, I love this tool, that is Lavender.
Correct.
Lavender, great thing, Lavender is free for job seekers. I don't know a lot of
Hmm.
how people know this. It is free for job seekers. You just have to mail them. And I am not sure what is the exact mail ID. It might be info@lavender.ai. Not sure. I'll drop it in the description about the email ID in which you can email Lavender and tell them that you are a job seeker and you want Lavender for free. It's normally, I guess, a 7-day trial, free trial. But if you are a job seeker and you send them an email, they will give it to you for free unless and until you get a job. So it's a great tool. Like, what is
Yeah.
Lavender? So, Pratik, do you have any experience with Lavender?
Yeah, yeah, I love this. If you go back in my previous content, I have mentioned them that they are a very good tool, and I love their marketing campaign. And
Yeah.
this is also good. So there's a few more tools just like Hunter.io, Lavender.ai, Apollo.io is also there, Lucia is also there,
But
right?
the
But
point there is like they want work email.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Lavender won't like they Lavender will work with Gmail also.
right, right. So
So
so Lavender is good tool. Yeah, definitely.
exactly. And why I am recommending Lavender, because it will help you to write emails better, because it's like the tool is built for that. And also it will help you to understand if the email that you have sent, if that person has opened or not, and
It's a
how many
mail
times.
tracker, inbuilt mail
Yeah,
tracker.
yeah. So it will be very useful in that purpose also. So these are the two
Yeah,
tools, hunter.io, from where you can get a sense of the email ID, and Lavender, from where it will help you first to write the email better, and it will help you to understand if the person has emailed or opened or not, or how many times they have opened. So these are two tools very important if you're targeting, for any hiring managers, SDR managers with a Gmail account. Now, how to
right,
get an email? Now we have figured out, okay, we'll find the email address and also connect on LinkedIn. That's like given, like by not saying it's given, right? You should also connect on LinkedIn too with a personalized note. So
right.
coming back to here, how should we write an email? Very, very simple framework that again I've learned this from. You should shout out to Will Alred, Lavender's co-founder. The first line is observation. The second line is an observation that I made is tied to the problem that is faced in the industry. The third line
Right.
is a solution that my organization provides, or the organization that you're writing for. Second is interest based CTA. Now, what is interest based CTA? Like, Pratik, do you have any take on interest based CTAs?
So I love like if you can explain more because this is something new for me also.
Okay, awesome. I'll just have a say on this. So interest based CTA is basically nothing but uh, making your prospects interested in that email and asking them questions rather than asking for time. And
Oh,
interest
nice.
based CTA is something like this. Think something like that could help your team. Are you interested to learn more? Is this worth exploring? Is the or
Mm-hmm.
is this worth a chat? Is this something that you're piquing interest in that prospect, rather than asking, do you have 30 minutes time on your calendar? Because why
Right,
why interest based CTA works? Because you are cold emailing someone, that person doesn't know you, you haven't got
right,
a right to ask for their time. You have to build that rapport. So first cold email should always have a interest based CTA, because it has worked for me, and it has worked for a lot of SDRs and BDRs with whom I have worked, right? So that is the framework. And the last is a PS section, which actually uh, doesn't matter that much. It is like if you have something very relevant for the persona that you're targeting. Here, I have seen like a podcast where the person has appeared and spoke about, about the, how A's can success, how A's can succeed. So I have that mentioned in that email. Why? Because I want to make it more personalized to that person. So this is a simple framework, and this is how the email goes. Observation: saw your sales team has grown by 54% in the last 6 months. That's the observation I have made. Now, what happens when a sales team grows? You know, there are two typical like problem that have we have seen in the industry: low quality data, which affects the productivity of the team, or insights. Like when the sales team grows, they tend to, not find insights or have spend more time in the insights of key accounts for personalization. And this is
Right.
what actually the value prop of infotelligence, what I got to understand. And
Right.
that's where infotelligence helps you. That is the value prop that I've mentioned, and an interest based CTN, and the PS just to make it more personal. That's it.
Right. Right.
This is,
Yes,
and
this is
yeah,
the best way to send a mail, right? You are doing so many things and you are taking so many effort. One thing which is very much important, if you are not able to, do the observation, just like Dave did, 54% in last 6 months, something like that. It's not required that you have to go very deep. It's also required some kind of, experience. So they have experience, I have experience, so we can analyze that, this kind of statics we can bring on table. But still, if you are observing something, maybe that person is putting content on LinkedIn, you can write about that. If that person is doing something different apart from job, you can write about that. uh,
exactly.
or you like the marketing campaign for that particular company, you can also mention that. So anything which tells this person that you have done your homework, you have taken extra effort to research and see the entire thing which is happening in the company, that will bring value to this email.
Exactly, that's a great point actually, and I totally second that. That any observation that you have made, which is valuable to that organization, and how you can tie that like the observation to your email. That's
Yeah.
it. The observation that you made, again, I'm just briefing this. The observation that you made should be relevant to the email that you're writing, and also should be relevant to the organization to whom, or the prospect to whom you are typing this email. You should be
Right.
mindful of this thing. So this is a basic structure of a cold email. Now this follow-up email is a very again, this is follow-up email I have been inspired from Jason Bay. He is a sales influencer. So it's a follow-up email like this: any thoughts? It has worked like a charm for me in my prospecting. It has worked charm for me. And why it has worked? Because it puts a face to the cold email. Firstly, it's me pointing out towards the first email. In Google, I guess it's in the first email comes
Down.
up, down.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, it
then
will be down.
yeah, then you put your hand down, like, and in Outlook, I guess it comes up. So that's it.
Up. Yeah.
Yeah, and this works because I feel there are a lot of follow-ups, like where SDRs, BDRs is right, and like circling back, putting this
Hmm.
message on top of your inbox. These are generic things which have been, working in past. But how do you like stand out in follow-ups also? And for me, follow-ups are either you send a meme, either you make that person laugh, either you make it, make a video like a, or a gif like this where you stand out, because not a lot of people will do this. And
Right.
or either you put a context like, hey, I last time I reached out to you because your sales team was growing. Any thoughts on the on my previous message? Context and any thoughts or a follow up message. So these three things are my go to, like, which are not generic, circling back, or those traditional follow ups, and keeping it very short and simple, because it's a follow up at the end of the day. Again, a tool that I want to name right now is Vidu. Vidu is a very good tool for making or Vidyard. Both the tools are very good. You can use it. It's free. It can be used by your Gmail account. So all the tools that we are naming right now, we are keeping in mind that you have a Gmail account. So
Right.
Vido or Vido or Vidyard can be used on Gmail. So this is a two-step follow-up and a cold email that I generally write and try to stand out from the crowd. That's, I feel that's it. Like that's the email. So we have seen like what the cold email should look like. Now we'll just talk about the cold call and how should we go about cold call. So when it comes to cold call, the first thing that we have to do is permission based opener. Now, what is a permission based opener?
Right.
It's basically asking a permission to the prospect because it's a cold call at the end of the day. So it should be something like when suppose if I cold call Pratik, it should be like, hey Pratik, this is Dave from Slintel. I know you were caught up with something, but can you have like a minute to talk? Something on those lines. Or another permission based opener can be, hey Pratik, this is Dave from Slinton. Uh, I'll be upfront to you. This is a cold call. Do you want to roll the dice, or give me like 30 seconds or 1 minute to tell you why I'm calling you? So these are few permission based
Oh,
openers.
this will be very bold. This will be very bold. And one thing, you have to be very confident with your pitch. If you're
Yes,
not
tone.
confident, you cannot pitch this. Yeah,
Exactly.
your tone is very much important.
The tone here is very important. Exactly what, and thank you, Pratik, for mentioning that. So after
Yeah.
the permission based opener, you have to make the call conversational cold call, right? So you can't just say, hi Pratik, this is Dave from Slintel. Slintel is a sales intelligence tool. We do this. It cannot be a monologue because that person is not there to listen to the monologue of yours. So it should be a permission based opener. Then you have to make that person realize that why are you calling that person and why right now. Because whenever we pick a cold call, the two things that goes in our mind, like who is this person, why is he calling me, why now. If you can clarify those things to the prospect in those 10 to 15 seconds, then he will be on the same page of yours, and he'll try to have a good call. You will try to have a good call with that person. So understand like why are you calling them, why this person, why are you calling this person, and why are you calling now. That's it. If you
Yeah.
can make those things clear, you get more extra time to pitch. And then after that, you go to the next part of the cold call where you pick up a problem and then say how your solution is helping them. Again, keeping in mind everything is happening with that person in a conversational way where you ask questions and you try to understand the
Yes.
prospect's point of view also. It's not just you cold called and you just spoke and you booked the meeting. It can't happen. It's not that easy. And at the
Yeah.
end, you have to like end it with the ask where you can ask for a time because you are calling and you have got that prospect, and right now you can ask for a time because you actually spoke to that prospect where you have built try to build a rapport. You have decided, okay, there's a problem which your tool can solve, and now the ask can be a time. Do you have a 30 minutes time next day, next week? Do you have a do you, would it be like a would you be open to have a quick call tomorrow to look at the platform,
Yes.
something related to this. Pratik, any like thing, anything you want to add on this?
Yeah. So all those people who are watching this, just to make it clear that this all pitch you are preparing for your company where you are going to apply.
Exactly.
Just make sure, right? It's not that you have to do all these calls to your, employer where you're applying or all these things. You're not going to do that. It's for them that they can use, and you're preparing them. If you are preparing these cold mail script and cold call script as a employee of that company, which help you to gain the trust of that particular hiring person, that
Exactly.
yes, this person have taken the extra effort to create this all content for me, and this I can use. So I'll love to share like one incident which happened just few days back. So I
Yes.
was about to hire a content writer. I was
Hmm.
looking for a content writer for my company, which is a Traco. And there's a one girl, she said that she's new, but she loved to do the content writing. And I said, then what you can do? And she said that I can write a blog for you,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I said, let's do it. And I have given her a topic that what will be the impact of 3.0, Web 3.0 in supply chain.
Mm-hmm.
And she took one day, and that blog was too good, too good. It was 600 word blog, and that was 100% pure, authentic. It was not copied from anywhere, and it was too technical, and I was impressed with that writing, right? And this is what you have to do. You have to take that extra effort to
Exactly.
stand out, and you have to go now. And I also asked her that, can I use it for my website or something like, and she said, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And this is what you have to do, it's just like, if you have seen somewhere, just think like this, that you are selling yourself, right? The way companies giving free product or free coupons or something like that, you
Yeah. Right.
also have to give something free before getting hired. Yeah.
Great. Great point. Great point. Oh my God. This is a great point. I'll
Yeah.
I'll remember this. Like you have to give something for free to gain that attention. Lovely point, Pratik. And
Yeah.
adding to this amazing point, I'll just add to another point here, which is related to mindset. Take your job search or your job application process as a job of a SDR. You are because what an SDR responsibility is, you have to cold outreach, you have to make that prospect, you have to gain attention of that prospect, and you have to book that first meeting, and you have to pass that meeting to your A. That is the role of a, in a nutshell, role of a SDR or BDR. As a job
Correct.
seeker, you have to gain the attention of your hiring manager, SDR manager, and you have to book that first meeting. After that, whatever happens, it depends on the conversation that is happening in that interview. But before that, how do you gain that attention of that manager is a SDR skill or a BDR skill.
Yes,
So
correct.
that is
Oh,
that is
and
the
one more
mindset.
thing, yeah, and one more thing, when you are going out for searching for a job, uh, one reality check which I'd love to give, you know, that this is not going to be easy.
Exactly. This is not going to be easy. Exactly.
So before going outside, before going to apply in any company, there's a one reality check that this is going to be very, very, very tough, right? You're not going to get hired in 1 day or 2 day or 3 day. So
Exactly.
keep yourself, in a position that you can go extra mile. And if you wanted to get hired in your, dream company, that is going to be very, very tough. So you have to put your heart, yourself, your soul, everything, whatever you have, and then magic will happen. Without that, it's not like कि सुबह उठ के दो कंपनी में अप्लाई कर दिया, रात को दो कंपनी में अप्लाई कर दिया, and that's all. That is not going to happen. It's just like you are selling yourself for the very first time to sell to other people. So
Exactly.
yeah,
And to add to that point, please do not expect that you'll reach out, you'll to a hiring manager, and he or she will reply to you on your first email. Follow up is the name of the.
right, correct,
So
correct,
to summarize this whole video, we'll just uh, start like first you go to LinkedIn, search sales development rep, business development rep, find all the companies you want to apply for, pick companies that you really want to apply. Take your time, pick those companies, go to their website, research what they are doing, understand their customer stories, read those customer stories, understand who are the personas who are saying those, who are the customers. Then you will get a sense of their buyer personas or their target personas. When you do that research, you have a good sense of what they're doing, what they're selling, and whom they're selling. Then make a cold call script and a cold email, which will showcase that you have the skills, rather than just saying that you can write emails or you can do cold calls. Make a script, then find the appropriate people whom, like who will be your managers. For you, it can be SDM managers, sales managers, It can, if it's a small company, it can be VP of sales or even the CEO. You have to find them. Tools you can use here, with your Gmail account, for finding email address, hunter.io. Again, it may not give you 100% accuracy, but a very good tool to find email addresses. Second tool is Lavender. Lavender, again, is free for job seekers. Email them that you are a job seeker, and you want Lavender. What is Lavender? Lavender is a tool which helps you to write email better. It also helps you to find, also helps you to understand who has opened your email and how many times have they opened the email. Very, very important data to capture. Second, use tools like Vidyard or Vidu to for following up, which will help you to stand out from the crowd. These are few tools. We will link it in the description. And anything you have in your mind, any question, any query, anything, hit us on our LinkedIn, comment down in this video, and we'll happy to help you out. Anything on
Yes.
before we wrap up? Anything you want to say, Pratik?
Yes, definitely. So whatever you have, please go try it out. It's all about trying. It's all about putting your heart and keep hammering the wall until it's fall down, right? And don't forget to subscribe our channel. It's growing rapidly and we want your contribution. So you are the people of sales and we want you to join our family. So please subscribe this channel, comment karo, like karo, and share this video with all those your friend who are looking for a job. बहुत मेहनत से बनाया ये वीडियो बहुत इंटरनेट का इशू था बट हम लोगों ने बना दिया
Awesome. Thank you, guys. And yeah, be safe. Bye.